2.
Hey y'all, and welcome to Crown Television. We're all about our crowns and never about them clowns. I'm your host, Terry J, and today I got a light little St. Patty beat going on. I was gonna do a tutorial, but I was a little bit under the weather, still not feeling my greatest today, so I just put on a little green razzle dazzle, spickle speckle, put on these over-the-top earrings that apparently are too freaking heavy, and went on about my merry way. Now, I really don't know too much about the history of St. Patrick's Day, you know, me being a sister and all, but I think that somebody ate somebody's Lucky Charms and it had a pot of gold in it, and then they had to find a rainbow in the pot of gold, and now we're all supposed to go out and drink green beer here, right? Okay. 1 second while I find the back piece of my earring.
Woof, woof, woof. Meow. Woof, meow. Brr.
So, today I'm here to talk about Basketball Wives Season 9, Episode 6. And this episode had me laughing my A off. From what I heard, there's only going to be one more episode after this one. So, it's kind of time to see how this all is about to play out. In the beginning of the episode, we have OG still talking to Kristen and Malaysia, explaining to them about why she feels the way she does about the colorist issues. I get deja vu back to the very first episode because that's all we've been discussing all season. Not that it doesn't need to be discussed. It's really an issue that needs to be brought up. It's just I thought we were going to get more, and I'm a little disappointed. Anyway, OG are calling out words that they've called her, like gorilla. They called her aggressive. They called her Godzilla. They talked about her breasts, her skin, her feet. Then the camera showed that goddamn toe. That big toe, honey. That toe looked like it just dove off of a diving board. It was like, that toe G shit was funny. You ain't gotta be colorist to be fun, to have a sense of humor. And that shit was funny. Because that toe was just, it was just hanging on for dear life. That poor little toe probably lost all of its circulation. Come on, toe G. You know that shit was funny. Anyway, so Malaysia said, well, we did all this stuff to you. Malaysia had a little flashback, a little trauma of her own. What about all the things you said to us and to me? You insulted Evelyn's skin color. You said you wish she was black, but you ain't black. You told Malaysia that she bleached her skin. And she clowned Malaysia for that horrible blonde helmet that Malaysia wore last season with that big bang. And she even talked about threatening to kill Phoebe. So they were just going back and forth on how OG has said some things as well. And then OG said, well, you called me a monkey. And Malaysia said, no, I didn't. And OG said, after the other girl called me a monkey, you got on Instagram and said, one monkey don't stop no show. And Malaysia swore on her dirty kid's life that she wasn't talking about OG. She swore it was about a friend that she had just broke up with, and that's what she was talking about. And she, like I said, I have to believe it because she put it on her dirty kids. Anyway, so then she accused Malaysia of calling her ugly, and Malaysia accused her of saying she bleached her skin again. And OG says, well, I only said that because I heard you did, because the lady that sold you the bleaching cream told me that you bleached your skin before you put on that ugly ass blonde wig with that banging head. So anyway, then OG said, look, I refuse to let you and Kristen tell me how to feel. And basically, there's still no resolve. Here we go. 6 episodes in, there's still no resolve. So back at the Pussy Palace, cut to season 4, they flash back to OG accusing Evelyn of fucking Shaquille O'Neal. And Shawnee and Evelyn, along with Shaquille on FaceTime, they're laughing about it like, hey, how was it? Your favorite side piece over here? Like, fuck these earrings. I'm sick of it. Like they was really making a joke out of it, like, you know, making light of the situation. So Shawnee's on FaceTime with Shaq, and they're FaceTiming about Shakir or Sharif or Shaq 2.0. One of the damn kids is staying with Shaq because he wants to be a basketball player, and I guess he's in Shaq's boot camp, you know, with his dad. So anywho, the kid is there to train with Shaq to get better at basketball. So Shaq has taken his phone because, you know, we in intense training. We ain't got time for these hoes. But Shawnee is trying to coerce Shaq to give the kid back the phone so she can talk to him. And Shaq responds to Shawnee by saying, look here, I don't tell you what to do. What you doing your mother thing? We gonna do what we gotta do. We gonna get it right. We just gonna get it together. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You gonna do what you, and then we're just gonna make it work. That's what we're gonna do. Or some shit like that. What I think he was trying to say was, bitch, go do your show. I'm the daddy. I got us. You stay over there. I don't bother you when you got the kids. K, butt out, I think. So at the Ponderosa, OG tells the lady that they don't need to be around her walking on eggshells. I guess she kind of feels that everybody's moving kind of, you know, meticulous around her. And all the ladies said, well, how can we not be on eggshells when we don't know if something we might say or do is colorist? Like, we want to pick on your damn toe hanging off your shoe, but you might ruin our careers and say we're colorist if we do so. So we just chilling. So then OG was like, well, you know, everybody here is a colorist. And by the way, Malaysia and what's that girl named Kristen is still there too. And Jackie said, well, wait, all of us? Me too? And then OG says, well, yeah. She said, you know, if a black mom wakes her kids up and say, get your black ass out of the bed, then that's being a colorist. Now, I don't know where the fuck that came from, because ain't no mamas here telling no black kids to get out the bed. But what I think has happened is OG done read Takari book. You remember a few seasons ago, Jackie was under the fire for being colorist towards her own kids. She had one light-skinned daughter, Shawnee, and then the other dark-skinned daughter, Takari. And Takari wrote a book about how colorist Jackie was and how biased she was when it came to the girl. Sounds like OG had done some reading the night before, because I don't know when the fuck that came from. But anyway, now Jackie's in the bunch. You colorist too, bitch. You've been caught. So then OG and Noraya starts arguing back and forth, and they're just like, why are you being like this? Like, why we can't ask you what's going on with you, but you want to ask me everything about Phoebe, and you're having some double standards. And Jackie's like, OG's like, well, girl, let me talk, let me finish. They're arguing back and forth, and then OG says, well, you're gonna let me finish, or I'm gonna finish you. And Noraya says, well, finish me then. And then it comes out that OG and Naya have already been talking about putting Naya on the show to expose Phoebe about Lance ever since last reunion. That's something we didn't know about. Naya says that OG asked her on the show and she refused because she didn't want to come on in that desperate sort of light, and she decided to come on as Jackie's friend as well. And she put it on her son, but OG swears out that it's the other way around. We really don't know who to believe. So back at the Pussy Palace, everybody's harmonious and laughing, and Pussy Pat is saying that patting pussy ain't enough no more. She getting a little horny, and she tossing some salad, making a salad and chopping a cucumber, and even Liza's like, yeah. Liza Morales is like, yeah, I'm starting to feel that cucumber getting me a little horny too. And I think what happened was Liza Morales saw Evelyn, you know, making a tossed salad, and it reminded her of tossing Lamar's Odom salad, and got a little horny. But that's okay, you know, we grown. Everybody done lick the little ass. So then Malaysia and Kristen get back to the Pussy Palace and report all the things that they talked to OG about. They let everybody know how OG did have a moment, an emotional moment, and then she built her wall right back up and started calling everybody colorist, including Jen, including Jackie, including the whole universe. Everybody was colorist. Come to find out, it really seems as if the new girls are not afraid of OG. They're riding on the bus with Jackie to go over to the Pussy Palace because everybody needs some space from OG. So the new girls ain't scared of OG, you know, unlike Ev and Shawnee, you know. The girls get to Shawnee's Pussy Palace and Evelyn's Pussy Palace and tell them that OG threatened them. And Naya told everybody how OG tried to recruit her to blast Phoebe about Lance. And of course, Evelyn and Shawnee is loving the information. But Liza, she just chilling. She ready to get back to the fun. I like her. And I found out on another blog that some of the ladies were trying to shade Liza because on this staycation, she wore sweats and, you know, comfortable clothes the entire time, and she didn't do her hair or her makeup or dress up. But I'm like, bitch, she about to be in a house with bitches for 2 weeks. Like, who not gonna bring their lounge clothes? Like, I'm gonna bring just something like my stretchies so I can put my stretchies on after I shower, because the only thing I'm gonna do is get fucked up. Like, what else are you doing in a house with bitches for 2 weeks? I thought that was stupid, because I like Liza, even though she tossed Lamar Odom salad. I like her. Anyway, y'all better leave Liza alone. Shawnee says that this is one of the biggest conflicts that Basketball Wives have ever been a part of, because usually there's some resolve, there's some bounce back, but at this particular time there doesn't seem to be any resolution to the issue. And she says her peace is at home with her family and her kids. And also, she probably just ready to get back because Shaquille O'Neal running the damn boot camp over there, and she want to get her kids. And really though, she is not understanding why OG is putting everybody in this place. And she gets teary-eyed and she said, you know, at this point, I have to go. I'm checking out. And Jackie's like, well, are you staying the night? And she's like, no, I'm leaving right now. You know, so Evelyn being the, Shawnee being the executive producer, the boss, the head honcho in charge, I would believe it was really discouraging to hear the boss say, well, you know, even though I put all this together and I'm the reason all of you have left your kids and your husband, ain't nobody got no husband, but your kids and your life, and I brought you all the way out here, I'm gonna just leave you out here because I can't take it no more. And she want to go home. And then they ask Evelyn, well, are you going to stay? And she starts crying as well. And she's like, you know, I can't do this either. This is a horrible space to be in. And, you know, I don't want to play staycation no more. I don't want to, I'm a fun person. I done came up here. I done slapped my own pussy. I do everything in fun. And now I'm scared that if I do anything or if I pat my pussy any further, I'm going to be labeled a colorist and lose even more of my money or my reputation. And I'd rather just throw in the white flag. So poor Jackie, she's the only one acting like a leader. I can understand why Jackie would be discouraged because now OG is calling her a colorist as well. But I feel sorry for Jackie. I don't know how sorry I feel for Evelyn and Shawnee yet. I just really feel like everybody's sort of understanding that the end is near. Anyway, so Jackie goes back over to the Ponderosa and has one more sit down with OG, and she's like, look, sister, I'm asking you as a sister, is there any way that we can talk about this, that we can have some sort of resolve? OG straight out, no. Is there any way that you could be making a mistake? No. Would you be willing to? No. Are you gonna buy shoes that fit? No. Nothing. Everything was just a no. And so Jackie became a little frustrated with OG, and she said, well, all the other ladies left, you know, this is a sisterhood and I'm trying to bring us together. Can we not get together and say, okay, even if it was colorism, we're willing to move forward, we want to move forward? No. So at this point, I feel like if that's the case and everybody's going home and OG is unwilling to compromise, and she even gets up and walks away from Jackie, I feel like this is about to be it. And I told y'all last week, in the last episode, this is probably the last season. This is the end of an era. And I feel emotional on the level of Evelyn and Shawnee a little bit, because I've been watching this for over 10 years. And you kind of can feel like, you know, that's it. This is the end as everybody walks away. And I even heard a little news on the House of Aaron, which is another great YouTube blog that you guys should check out, that there will be no reunion. And everybody seems to be thrilled that there's no reunion because no one wants to rehash this again. So they showed clips for next episode, which will be the last episode. And that dumbass girl, Phoebe, she's going to be in the next episode, and she's going to be confronting Nia about Lance. And gosh, are there any flies anywhere that are fucking? Anyway, so what y'all think? Should this be the end? Is it just time for Basketball Wives to be a wrap and to be no more? Was this season disappointing? You know, I always tell y'all which house I'd rather be in at the end of each of my reviews, and at this point it's like it's just a lose-lose in both situations. As fun and as quirky and as together as the Pussy Patters tried to keep everything, it's just really a sad situation. And I really hope if one thing came out of this is if another reality show decides to come on and, you know, do whatever, that this show is a lesson, you know, of how to treat each other and how to look past each other's outward appearances and not to hold anyone, you know, to make fun of anyone for how they look or what color they are. And I'm not even gonna say how they look, because one part of the show being a funny ass show is dissing each other. The Toji shit, like the badass wig shit, like that shit is fun. And I hope we just don't get so compartmentalized that we can't joke and have a good time because we're so scared that we're gonna be labeled a colorist for anything that we say. It really will put an end to reality TV as we know it if that's gonna be the case. Anyway, y'all put y'all comments below. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. This was Basketball Wives Season 9, Episode 6. I'm Terry J, your host. This is Crown Television. Because my earrings fell off, so I got to find some bling from somewhere. We all about our crowns and never about them clowns. Until next time, see you later.
Woo!
So what am I applauding?